Hello brothers and sisters. In this video, you're going to see a gentleman by the name of Pablo Salazar Torres. He's from the Canquinte tribe within the Peruvian Amazon. This community has fewer than 700 people and probably a couple dozen Christians within it. I got to meet this man, and I feel I ought to share his story with you. The story of his community, his life as a pastor, and a martyr within his church. Pablo lived within a small community in his tribe, known as the Tico Canquinte. He lived on a riverside, where Pablo was a husband, a father, a brother in Christ of ours, and a pastor of about 15 believers, possibly the majority within his tribe. And 2 years ago, he became something else. He became the father of a martyr. This man's name was Carlos Caleb, and he died standing up for his own faith to his own people. In the short time that I've known Pablo, there's nothing that I could imagine would be enough for someone to drive him out of his community, to hate him, and to kill his son. But it's exactly his good heart which drove these people to do such a terrible thing to him. You see, Pablo stirred up jealousy and resentment with another community in his own tribe. He did this with his good fruits of his life. I was told his peace, his love, and his joy were enough to drive hatred into the hearts of others. And his congregation did much of the same. After this hatred and tension built up within this opposing community, they colluded with Pablo's own community. And his congregation were violently driven out from their homes, the land that they knew, the people who shared a language with them and a culture with them. And in the process of this violence and being driven out in the night, Pablo's eldest son, Carlos, was killed. I can scarcely imagine the pain that Pablo went through, seeing his son die, being pushed out of his home, watching the rest of his family and congregation suffer similar things, being pushed miles and miles away, outside of his community, outside of his tribe, outside of his extended family and everyone he knows, to a place where he has no home, he has no food source, he does not speak the language, and all for doing what is good, right, lovely, upright, and God-honoring. I cannot imagine. Yet Pablo continues to have hope, continues to have joy, continues to walk out his faith and to serve his church. He is striving to work to provide for his family. He is striving to learn a new language so that he can continue to serve, continue to do God's good work. And this is a blessing and an encouragement to me. This is a blessing and an encouragement for all of us, because this man has lost everything, and his actions led to the death of his son. And yet he has joy and love and compassion. Matthew 5:10-12 says, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil things against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you." Finally, brothers and sisters, I implore you to remember Pablo, to remember Carlos, to remember the Canquinte, and to remember all those around the world who are persecuted for Christ's name's sake. For as it says in Hebrews 13:3, "Remember those who are in prison, as though you were in prison with them, and remember those who are being mistreated, as if you felt it within your own body.